All right, welcome. Hey, this is Space Coast Eats, and this is Jesse. So welcome to another exciting episode. This is a delicious podcast, and again with me is Darleen with Eat Drink Play Brevard. And again, this is another Thursday evening from Space Coast Podcast Studios in beautiful Brevard County, Florida, the Space Coast. Again, this is the podcast where we discuss food, wine, events here on the Space Coast, the 321 Countdown County, Florida. And we remind you to please give us a like, give us a subscribe or a follow, depending on what platform you're listening to us from. We really appreciate it. And, of course, we aim to bring you quality episodes with great content, great guests every week here on Space Coast Eats. Darleen, how are you?
I am doing great. It's been a fun week. Jesse, how about yourself?
Yeah, super. You know what I've been doing is using DoorDash.
Really?
Yeah, can you believe it? Because it's just so convenient, and for a nominal fee, I don't have to get up out of my chair, stop what I'm doing, get in the car, go fight traffic, stand in line, and do all the other things that it takes to get some food.
Yeah.
Now, there are some places that I find are more enjoyable to stand in line.
Right.
Okay. Some places are not that far to actually have to commute, like the O'Galley area here from, it's pretty proximal to the studio. But there are some places I just have no desire to get up and go. And so I had Chipotle today, and it was delivered right here.
Chipotle does DoorDash?
Yeah.
I had no idea.
And when you spend $15 or more, the delivery fee is free.
Really?
Like no delivery fee. Yeah, so they waive like $2.99 or some places it's $1.99. But I spent the $15 and I got a free delivery charge, and I tipped the guy $4.
Interesting.
Yeah, it made him stay in line and fight traffic.
Okay. Yeah. So I absolutely had no idea that that was a thing for fast food restaurants.
Well, yeah, and it's not just for fast food. I get Hooters, I get Thai, I get a lot of good restaurants use DoorDash.
You could literally sit in your lounge chair and be a Netflix couch potato, and the world is your oyster. Is that what you're telling me?
Pretty much. Let other people get COVID for you. I'm kidding. But yeah, so that's kind of been my week. What I know I had some good food. Let me recall. Last night I cooked at home. We had some pan-seared sirloin steaks.
Okay.
So I get the sirloin, and that's another thing that I've been reminding you of. I use this great service that delivers my meat to my front door.
Yes, you've talked about that.
One more way that I could avoid going out in public, driving, spending gas, getting frustrated in traffic, and the whole thing. And so they're delicious.
Right.
Small farmers, boutique farmers, that harvest, raise, and breed these proteins. So we get beef, we get chicken, we get salmon, and we get pork.
Right.
All delivered frozen to our door. And so I do this pan-sear. I put like a nice rich creamy Irish butter in a hot iron skillet and let that kind of start browning. And then I'll put the steaks on each side and just sear it on each side, kind of seal in the moisture, and then take that cast iron skillet, put it in the oven, and let it come to temperature. My wife likes, I should say, about medium well. She likes something a little pink in the middle. Me, I'm a medium rare kind of guy.
I'm rare.
So I can sear it on both sides and I'm done.
Yeah.
But for her, I just do it
a little bit longer.
Yeah, a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So that was this week, and I'm trying to think. I know I went somewhere really special, and it's not coming to me, but when it does, I'm gonna mention it. But what have you done this week? I know you like to eat out and have some drinks.
Not that I don't just like to eat out. I just hate to cook.
Oh.
So I know we've talked about that.
Yeah, I thought you were just
it's the opposite. I mean, it's the 2-for-1. But I wanted to tell you were talking about your steak. So yes. I did buy some finishing butter, some truffle finishing butter.
Oh.
That I have not had yet. But this weekend is Father's Day weekend.
So,
if you remember.
Oh, yeah.
So we are going to be buying some steaks to throw on the grill, and we're going to be using some of that butter. So I'll let you know how that is.
Yeah.
I've been dying to use it.
You're probably going to have to get like a basting brush, because if you're grilling, remember, there's nowhere for the butter to go. So you must be basting it on
Well, I'm not going to be doing any
upside.
of that.
Well, yeah.
The grill master will be doing it, and I'll let you know how that turns out. He knows how to do all his thingies. However, he's got a method to his madness.
Right, because you guys use charcoal.
Yes, it's like the big green egg. That's what we're the
I guess I should put on the cameras. Yeah.
Hello,
I just got so excited. I turned away from the monitor and I was just like,
yes. Now everyone can see our beautiful faces.
I know.
So
well, or like thereof.
Well, speak for yourself.
I know. That's where I was.
You have two beautiful women in the room.
Yeah, the studio's doing well today. We have some great looking girls. So
we do.
We are privileged. The blonde entourage looks like, a couple blonde girls.
Exactly. We have an amazing guest in the studio that now everyone can see.
Yeah. So the big reveal.
It's like Christmas morning.
It is. So yeah, unfortunately, we had some area outage with the internet, so we weren't able to stream live. So what you are watching is a recorded version of the show. You could still give us some comments and things. We will read them later, but we just won't be able to refer them on the air. We love the engagement, which is so upsetting because we love the engagement. We love to see people give us, some thumbs up, give us some questions, of course, for our guest, and just some validation. Saying, hey, I tried that place last week that you mentioned. Everything was good. So we love to see all that feedback from previous episodes, and just the regulars come on and just say hello. So thank you all for that, and continue to do this, even though it's pre-recorded. We could still look at the comments
and share.
Always share.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah, if you're not sharing Space Coast Eats yet, then you're probably going to have somebody share it to you. So you might as well be the first one. Mm-hmm. We got decals. Okay, so last week we were downtown at Stumpy's. I'm sorry, not downtown. There's like a downtown Melbourne, then there's an Arts District O'Galley, and then there's a Cocoa Village Cocoa.
Right.
They all have that downtown feel, but they're actually they have different.
They're very different.
Yeah, very very different connotations. So we were at the Village, Cocoa Village, and we were at Stumpy's, and we're kind of helping them, promote their event coming up. You went to that event. I failed to go to the event.
I didn't go to. I wasn't able to go to the event.
Okay.
I know I wasn't going to be able to, but I have seen pictures. It looked like a very fun event. Angie did shave her head. She looks adorable. So if she listens to this later, no, they look like they had a good time. They hosted us. We went there again. We met with Liam with the Village Food Tours. Yeah.
We went to the first to. Let's see. I guess we just went right to the Village Beer Garden, had the pretzels. You had a sangria trio sampler thing.
I had a sangria trio, and Helene was there, who is absolutely adorable. Anyone that wants to do a food tour in Cocoa Village, you got to talk to Helene because he's awesome. But so I did take a picture that is really one of my favorite pictures I've ever taken. It's just super cute. He's having a beer, and I've got my little trio of alcoholic beverages. So, but we had a great time.
So it leads me now I'm like doubly upset because we didn't broadcast from the studio last week, and now we're not able to go live this week. But we did do a live Facebook, which was kind of fun. We had a few viewers. We were, there was a lot of people kind of checking out Stumpy's for the first time, which was pretty exciting. And then just kind of taking a virtual tour with us down in Cocoa Village. Excuse me. So that was, so I just want to kind of reminisce and get in touch with our audience who, maybe didn't, because we didn't record a podcast.
Right.
It was only just a live video feed. So for those that were kind of waiting for our next episode, this is it. Again, thank you so much for tuning in. Friday. What happened Friday? Anything fun? I thought you did something fun on Friday. The following day.
Not that
Because you didn't go to Stumpy's.
No, we just had other plans.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But I know.
We had there was a band at Main Street that we were.
Yeah, I think I saw those pictures. Right.
Yeah. So we ended up going to that. So.
Yeah. My Friday wasn't that exciting. I can't really recall what I did most of the week. Oh, I was here. I was here in the studio working. That's what I was doing.
Well, good for you.
Yeah. New paint, some new 3D. If you could look behind the ladies, we have some 3D panels, kind of just reflects the light differently and offers some patterns. So that's kind of fun, especially for our video stream. So if you're listening to the podcast, you're just going to have to go to our Facebook page, Space Coast Eats on Facebook, and check out the video versions of all of our podcasts where we go behind the scenes. Improving the studio a little bit. putting in some work, and big things are coming. A lot more is coming to the studio. So you're going to see some dramatic changes in the next couple of weeks. Very
really
exciting.
nice.
All right.
Yeah.
So 10 minutes of just kind of reminiscing, catching up.
Yeah.
But we have a very special guest, like you mentioned.
We have an awesome guest. I'm super excited.
Awesome. Now, here's why I'm excited. Because when you mentioned that you went to this place, or you invited me to this place, and I stood you up.
You did.
I didn't. You totally called me, and I was doing something else. I was like, I think I had at the hardware store. I had like paint or something in my hand. I was like, that was today. And so I was unable to join you. But then you come back with this beautiful report, take beautiful pictures. You had mahi sandwiches. You had all these beautiful things at the Majors, which has kind of done a renaissance of sorts from going to, I mean, there was a heyday for the Majors where a lot of people would go to golf and they, and the restaurant would do well. And then there was a falling off kind of period, which I remember, even though that whole area, Bayside Lakes area, and that's not, let me get that right. That's not Jupiter, not Emerson. What road is that on?
Eldron.
Eldron. How come I always get that wrong? I've sold houses not too far from there. But you have Eldron, which is beautiful. It becomes like a 4-lane kind of street, and then all of a sudden it broadens to having medians, down the center, so the lanes kind of split, and now you have medians with beautiful trees and shade trees.
It's a really pretty area.
Beautiful area.
Long way.
And you have those nice subdivisions there, some gated communities, and they're continuing to build all the way from Eldron, and then there's DeGroot and some other areas down there in the Northwest Cape area, southeast and southwest. So those two quadrants. But there's so many builders that are building. So you have now all these new families there. I'm like, what a disservice to have the main feature right there in the middle of the south end of Palm Bay to be something that's not that great. I mean, they have a Publix and they have a couple, the normal strip mall kind of things, like a dentist and an insurance office or whatever, a veterinarian, your typical run-of-the-mill strip mall businesses. But then there was no feature. And then when you took the pictures and showed me the pictures of what now the Majors is, the revitalization, I am so thrilled because that area deserves something nice.
Yeah, absolutely. There's nothing out that way. We have over 1,500 more houses going up.
Wow.
In Bayside Lakes.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
It's nuts. They're up and coming, and there's more builders coming out there, so they definitely needed something out in that area to vamp up.
Yeah.
And Palm Bay, except for maybe an exception of northeast Palm Bay, because they're just closer to US 1 and Babcock and stuff like that. So, there's a little bit of commerce there, a little more dining options, but there's really no central, there's no mall in Palm Bay. There's no dining center, there's a downtown Melbourne. There's no downtown Palm Bay or anything else where you just can't get out of your car and just go shop, window shop, go to a bar, do a pub crawl if you wanted to. There's just no options like that. Everything's so spread out. And I think with a population that continues to grow faster than any other part of Brevard, with the third largest city in Florida by square miles, it's so due for something nice and decent for that community. There is the and I'm drawing a blank, but there's that one hammock landing.
Yes.
But that's West Melbourne.
Yes, it is considered.
So it's considered West Melbourne again, and that's more for that northern boundary of Palm Bay. But once you get into southern Palm Bay, those aspects, there's again, it just becomes such a vacancy. I think it'd be so cool to actually see an entertainment dining destination there, whether it's a mall or just I know growing up in South Florida, we had so many different spots where you could go, and it was just a mecca of restaurants, and there was a movie theater, and it was just a destination. You could go and bar hop and do the whole thing. Now that the Majors has made a revitalization, is that how you pronounce it?
Yes.
Revitalization. And now we're starting to see people come back to, again, what was used to have its glory day.
Right.
And I want to live in the past, but I want to give people just kind of a touch on where you guys have been and what gains you have made in order to become a destination once again.
Right.
Yeah,
it's amazing.
So how long have you been there?
I've been there for almost 4 years.
Okay, so you were there on the tail end of the old?
Yes, I was there when it was at its lowest point, and now I stuck it out, and I'm there at its highest point.
Yeah.
And you consider that the highest point? I mean, or is there more for it to go?
There's a lot more to come.
So you're just on that upward
yes,
kind of spike,
but going up,
but it hasn't really peaked yet. There's still a lot more to do.
There's a lot more to come.
Okay,
yeah,
because I want people to know that where it's at is not forever. Like it's only improving more and more.
Every day.
Tell us about the golf course, because not only was it did a famous golfer design it, but it's also 18 holes, and I believe a championship course.
Yes, it is. It is an Arnold Palmer course still. As you said, it was at its lowest point at 1, and we had a new ownership in December, and she has made amazing changes with the greens. Anybody's that golfs, they see the difference on a daily basis. It's coming along drastically. We are in the slow season right now, which is great in a way because it gives time for the course to build up as it was before. So the greens, the play, everybody is just so happy with the changes, especially Bayside Lakes. Everybody was worried about more houses going up. So once they found out that it was going to stay a golf course, and now they see the changes with the greens and the restaurant, they're just ecstatic.
Yeah, the course is absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. I was gobstopped when I went out there to have lunch and just relax and check it out. The energy that's out there, the golf courses, it's beautiful, and the clubhouse is amazing too. I mean, it's been completely renovated. Yes. It's got a fresh Florida feel. It really is. It's just a place that you want to really go and hang out with your friends, and there's so much energy in it. I mean, it was really busy. I mean, you had a lot of people that were, they were just enjoying the day. So it was nice. It really was. So
let me ask, are you a golfer, Lindsey?
I do not golf. I top golf, but I do not golf.
In 4 years. Darleen, do you golf?
Oh, no. But I love to watch people golf.
Okay.
I can drive a golf cart.
Yeah.
Probably not well, but I can definitely drive a golf cart, and I like to.
So I'm a big golfer.
I was getting that.
Love golf.
Yeah.
But you have the operational driving range.
Yes.
You said the greens are great. You have a practice green.
Right. And new and coming, we are trying to get a light lit up green, so at night you will be able to go to the driving range. It will be lit up.
Nice. Nighttime driving range.
Yes.
Yeah, those are popular.
Yes.
Yeah,
cool.
Absolutely. So golfers, pay attention.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Now it's still public.
Yes.
Or is it semi-private?
No, it is public.
It's a completely public facility. Well, that's good to know, because I think at one time, like most courses, they're public, they're private, and they're rolled into a share of what we call equity members.
Right.
Where once you buy a house, you kind of get that ownership of that golf course. But what happens a lot of times is then the residents, the homeowners, are like, you know what? I'm not sure if it's worth that much more in HOA fees and so forth. How could I save some money? Oh, it's all going to the golf course. Well, let's make it semi-private, invite some public, and then the members or turnover of homes, less golfers are now in the community, and now they just kind of let only the public support it instead of the having it being managed by an HOA or some kind of neighborhood or residency kind of membership.
Right.
And so then what happens is it's up to the public. So if the public decides that there's other courses that are a little bit better, same price or similar price, but now there's a newer, flashier kind of thing, then they're going to go there, and then it becomes neglected. It's just not funded, and it turns into what I don't think the majors got that bad, but I know is known as pretty much the economy course.
Don't say it.
No, I won't. But there's
it was
yeah. So it was like if you want to play a $20 round, that was kind of like the place to go. But you weren't going to be pleased with the greens. The fairways were just anyway, there was just like no bite. It was like muddy.
Yeah.
They didn't aerate it. They didn't maintain the course like it should be. So it was just hard to play it.
Mm-hmm.
I remember because one of my buddies, he grew up down there, and he played with Palm-Bay High School, and that was there. Not Palm-Bay High, I'm sorry, Bayside Lakes High.
Yep, which they still do.
And that, so that was their course, but they, like, all those kids, like, they remember, like, hating it.
Yes.
And, so we're talking, like, within, like, the last 10 years. Mm-hmm. And he just, and they're like, the coaches, like, nobody liked it, even if it was for free. Like, nobody,
absolutely.
Everybody would prefer to go somewhere else. So, Bayside Lakes High, that was their home course. And, it's really tough when you can't even get, like, the high school kids to appreciate it or anything else. But it was in disrepair. Now, does this new owner, does she have experience with revitalizing courses? Is this a passion project, or does she have many courses that she revitalizes?
She doesn't have any courses. Oh. She's not a golfer.
Right.
But she saw an opportunity and took it.
Okay.
And it's been amazing. Absolutely amazing. I mean, she has turned the place upside down for the better.
So I will tell you something. Sure. I didn't see it prior to.
Right.
So that was definitely my first rodeo, and I have lived on golf courses before.
Yeah.
I would have never known that it was in disrepair. It would have never occurred to me. Mm-hmm. So I didn't see that. So I think that's really cool that you can go and look at it and never know that it was in any type of different.
Yeah, for me, being from the lowest to now, there are a lot of times where I have to stand back and I'm like, we really got here.
Yeah.
We really actually got here, because there were so many times where even our, we do have members and our customers come in and they're just begging for a change. And finally, when she took it over in December, it was like spot on. I mean, within 2 months, things were flipped upside down. Yeah. And it was better.
I mean, the bar area is really cool. It's a really long bar. It's really modernized. It's like a really fun, funky, like it's like kind of like a shabby chic Florida kind of bar. I don't know how I'd explain it exactly, but it looks great. I mean, all the tables were really cool. I mean, it really is. It's just been it's completely redone. And the other thing that we talked about a little bit earlier today, and you have massive outside dining.
Absolutely. We have so many seating outside. We have games outside. So we have, array of inside dining, private dining, and then outside dining.
Right. What's the coolest thing about your outside dining? I don't know anybody that can say this. Listen to this, Jesse.
I'm listening, yeah.
We have ACs outside.
What?
Yeah, it's not just that ceiling fan that blows all the hot air around.
You can actually sit outside and have full-blown AC, beautiful, like you're sitting inside, but outside.
Yeah.
Really?
You can take that to the bank.
Yeah.
I'm trying to tell, is it like a misting system?
No, it's actual portable outside AC units.
They're like units that are
They're
outside.
about 4 feet tall, blowing air, cold AC, so you can sit. Yeah.
So you can enjoy being outside
in the
with
open
the
air.
view of the golf
No.
course.
I'm
yeah.
No, I mean, it sounds magical. It just doesn't sound like
magical,
believable.
Right?
It is.
Because when I think of like the big commercial units, like they put in some tents, for functions like that. I think of those big units, and they look like a big old generator.
And they're noisy.
Yeah.
No, not these. Very quiet. They can be right next to you, and you just get some cold air and don't have to hear any noise. You talk amongst each other and not even know that it's there.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm have to see this to believe
I took pictures from the big deck, and they even have like some little cabana seating, so you can enjoy a nice glass of wine and some like little cabana seating. So
we're going to jump into the cuisine here, but it sounds like the overall course, major improvement. Now, is it still affordable to play there?
Yes, it is. It is. Right now it's summer, so our rates have dropped.
Right.
So it is very affordable.
So what is an 18, like, say, before noon? Oh, she's got to look it up.
So we have...
I don't expect you to remember these things, especially since the rates just changed.
Yes, they actually just changed.
For those listening who aren't familiar with golf or Florida golfing, the major seasons starts between like November, December, and it continues to maybe like April, May.
Yeah,
and then
right
there's
around
like,
the end of May.
Yeah, and about the end of May is pretty much when all the snowbirds start going up. So what that means is all the residents, we get our prime tee times back again.
Yes.
The rates fall again, to resident pricing, and even though it's a little, well, let's not kid ourselves, it's much warmer, much more humid. You're going to be sweating. But what's cool is because of the longer days in summer, again, these are tips and tricks from a long time golf, country club someone who's worked in country clubs and has golfed for a long time, there's a twilight rate.
There
so
is.
you sneak in, get this, 18 holes like after 4
after
p.m.
3 o'clock.
About 3 o'clock.
$20.
You could still get in at those twilight times for $20.
Plenty of time.
So the sun's going down, the bugs are off of you, the warm, hot, sun is off of you, and you get just the beautiful twilight, like that 17th and 18th. Listen, I could paint a picture.
Time of day. That's a nice time of day.
When you're golfing that 16, 17, 18, like the last couple holes, and the sun now is falling. It's falling behind the trees. It's just like that dusk, but there's still plenty of playable light. And then you finish and you walk into, at 8 o'clock at night. You could, well, hopefully you're not playing a 5-hour round, but but you're still able to walk in even as late as 8 o'clock. Let's just say there's a couple people, a couple hackers ahead of you, bottlenecking the course, but you still walk into the country club or the clubhouse and have a drink, and it's refreshing, and you just got the last bit of the day on the course. You got it for a good price, and you were able to still have kind of a complete work day. You clock out at 3, get to the course and play a whole round, and then have a relaxing beer and dinner. I mean, there's that's the Florida lifestyle, in my opinion.
And we do have a cart girl out there until 7. So even
cool.
on the course, you're able to get drinks, a nice Bloody Mary, a cold beer. So until 7 o'clock at night, we have a cart girl out there. So all the golfers don't have to, they could be out and playing 18 holes and still enjoy a drink.
So I think you just answered my question. You guys have full liquor.
Absolutely.
And, of course, a nice beer and wine selection.
Absolutely.
Okay. Why don't we talk about that, and then we have to go to a break. It's the bottom half of the show. So let's talk about your liquor program, the wine, the beer selections, and kind of what – is there a theme? Do you source local beers, wines?
So we do local wines. A lot of our stuff is local. That's the best way to go. Like our Bloody Marys, all fresh ingredients. We get it. It's from a local vendor. Our specialty drinks are golf related. So we have a par 3 margarita.
I want one.
Our menu is also, golf related. We have a hole-in-one Reuben. So we still include all of golf in our bar feature.
It's a great theme.
Yeah.
It's absolutely.
And what's the name of the restaurant?
The Majors Bar and Grill.
Okay, so it just mirrors the golf course. Okay. I always thought it was kind of fun to have a 19th hole, pub or something like that. And it's kind of like it's kind of redundant. Like there's a lot of them because it's just so clever. Like the 19th hole. So I think a lot of golfers will still, say, are we doing a 19th, hole? To reference, going to the bar and
gotcha.
So there's so that is a thing in the vernacular of golfers. So you source Bloody Mary, like the mix, or tomatoes?
So we get our Bloody Mary mix from a local vendor. So it is all gluten-free and straight vegetables. Everything is homegrown. It's an amazing product. We kind of walked into it.
I still want that like now.
I do. Like I'm perplexed. I'm trying to figure this out. Like, do they just bring you the ingredients to make the Bloody Mary?
No, they bring us the
it's
the regular
pureed
bottle.
Tomato.
It's
celery.
Everything. Worcestershire sauce is already in it, so
Wow.
you could literally just mix it with your alcohol and you're ready to go.
That's
But
incredible.
it's all gluten-free, fresh ingredients. It's amazing. I mean, I've put my customers to the test from our, prior and to this one, and the first thing they go to is the one that's fresh ingredients.
How do you garnish your Bloody Mary?
Oh my goodness, celery, pickle, and olive, and a shrimp.
I think
Awesome.
I think we need to go get one of those.
Right now?
Well, clearly not right now, but
Let's back up.
But
thanks for enjoying this episode.
Well, we do offer DoorDash.
Oh my!
See,
looky there. Can you do cocktails on DoorDash?
No, we can't.
Okay.
But it forces you to come in and visit us.
Yeah. I think that
and the air-conditioned AC outside.
Exactly. That. Oh, can you imagine? That would be super nice having a Bloody Mary. I love Bloody Marys.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah,
very good.
very tasty. The only thing is, I think 2's my limit because I make mine extra spicy, and then I just start getting heartburn. I'm like, I better slow down. But that's the only limit is if I didn't make them spicy. Now if it's just a regular unspicy, But who wants an unspicy Bloody Mary?
The spicy is what makes them really fun.
Yeah.
No, I used to be able to do them really spicy,
right.
and I found that I've had to like make them a little bit less spicy because sometimes they've gotten to where maybe I'm just getting old.
Well, see, I'm a big fan of like horseradish
yeah.
in my Bloody Mary.
So you would like our
Tabasco.
spooky Bloody Mary.
It's a what?
It's called a spooky Bloody Mary. So that's exactly what it is. It's a spicy Bloody Mary, but again, with the fresh ingredients, they make it, and it's amazing. We actually just got to try that last week, so that is new also.
Spooky Bloody Mary. You heard it here first. I like it.
I like it too. Yeah.
So what about the Space Coast Eats Martini? Tell us about that. I'm kidding.
I was just like, I was gonna say, what? I'm totally missing that.
You're gonna get some curveballs on this conversation.
Yes.
But that I need that to be a thing. So any other bartenders or anything else, I would love to see a Space Coast Eats cocktail. Just make something up, call it Space Coast Eats.
We'll work on it.
But it has to be good.
It's got to be the best.
I have amazing bartenders. So
I want it to be the
good.
best. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Perfect. So
and I'll deliver it here.
Ooh, that's a promise.
So totally be down with that.
That's a promise.
There you go.
Yeah, there
All
you
right.
go.
Another exclusive here, heard only on Space Coast Eats.
Exactly.
So that's awesome. And then what about your wine program? You said those were local, but only local, or are you getting?
So it is local. It's just again a person that does their wine, and it's called Wine Time. It's amazing. All of our customers love it. I mean, we switched over to them probably about 2 months ago also.
Wow.
It's just another single distributor.
Wow. A distributor of their own label?
Yes. Wine Time.
Wine
Time wines.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very good.
And many different varietals?
Yes. They have a red blend, Pinot Grigio, Sauvignon Blanc. So they have all your wines, but the red blend is one of their most popular. And I'm not a wine drinker, but it is really good. It's very good.
I'm a big time wine drinker.
Me too.
There you go.
Yeah,
we've established that with Darleen. she loves wine. No, because food just tastes so good with wine.
Yeah.
And wine's one of those things where it's not carbonated, so you're not getting like bloated, but you're also not like, being overpowered by just a bunch of alcohol. Like if you were to enjoy like a scotch or something else, with your food. And again, because it's from grapes, it's a food in of itself. Kind of. Whereas, if you're drinking like a grain liquor or, even a rice, sake or something, it's not going to really go with all the American cuisine, like wine is. Although, again, nothing to take away from a good, solid beer, domestic or otherwise, or especially a premium craft brew like an IPA or stout or porter or something like that.
Right.
But yeah, for me with food, the flavors are much more complemented by
a glass of wine.
Especially like a Sauvignon Blanc and a salad of some sort. I mean, there's just some things that are just made.
Right. Which we have amazing salads.
Yeah.
You guys should try one.
Tell us about the salad.
They definitely do. They have amazing salads. So I took the recommendation of the salad from you, and you were spot on for me. So it's really fresh lettuce. It's not, your iceberg lettuce, which, really has no value in my personal opinion. Really nice grilled chunk chicken, some gorgonzola, the apples. I would probably say at least it's a whole apple sliced, so it's nice big chunks of apples, and then some candied walnuts.
My favorite.
Oh.
So good. I know.
Candied walnuts are the favorite.
Those are her favorite. She definitely. And then I actually shared a picture, and we can do that like after the break. But
yes.
With a raspberry vinaigrette. I'm not a big dressing person. It came on the side, which you said that I think all your dressings come on the side.
Them, yes.
So I put a little bit of that on it, made it perfect, especially with the candied walnuts, and went really paired well with the gorgonzola as well. So really good, fresh. I ate every single bite of that salad. So I did have a little starter prior to that I ate a couple bites knowing I was getting a salad as well. So I didn't eat tons of it, but I took it home, and honestly, oh my gosh, so insane. It was a fresh bruschetta. So the bruschetta, a lot of times it'll be on toast or really thick toast or something really filling, and maybe it's crusty or whatever, but they're on pita points, which is so different, and I really liked it. And then it's got, your really fresh ingredients. But one of the main features for me for the bruschetta was big basil leaves. So you can take your basil leaf and put it on there and just get really that big pop of fresh I don't know, the basil taste. There's just something really poignant about that.
Of course.
So I really enjoyed that. So it's not your typical, what you would maybe expect, but it's really well done. The menu is really well done. And we can talk about the menu when we come back a little bit, because it really ranges from what a golfer would want to maybe walk into, your typical hamburger or hot dog, all the way to really fine dining at the end of the day. So you have such an array of options that it's really surprising, and the quality is spot on. So
well, perfect. Well, we will take this break now, and when we join back, we'll talk more about Darleen's segment with this week's Eats, and jump back into the menu, and of course explore the menu from the lunch menu and some of the other offerings, and what's inspired that. How much of that is from the owner, or from the previous menu, or has it been totally redesigned, and again, what's the inspiration? So
and events, the events are incredible at this location.
So a lot more to come. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after these short messages.
You're listening to Space Coast Podcast, home of the greatest podcasts on the Space Coast. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor or having your own show, email us at spacecoastpodcast@hotmail.com. Space Coast Podcast. Talk hard!
Join us for the fresh, new For Your Best Self podcast with Drs. Anita Saluja and Rebecca Novo of Dermatology plus Plastic Surgery. We will reveal the facts about techniques, trends, products, and procedures to be your best self. The first and only podcast combining the synergy of aesthetic dermatology plus plastic surgery. Search For Your Best Self on Apple Podcasts, YouTube, and Spotify.
Are you in the market for a new home? Perhaps you need to sell your old home and downsize or relocate. Hey there, my name is Jesse Hall with eXp Realty, and I offer professional real estate services right here on the Space Coast. Give me a call, 321-877-8737 for all of your real estate needs. Again, 321-877-8737 for all of your real estate needs. Buy, sell, invest with the best. Find out more at 321-buysellinvest.com. All right, we are back. Thank you so much for continuing to hang out with us. Again, this is Jesse. And in the first half, again, we talked about the Majors Restaurant Golf Club and its restoration. We have Lindsey in the studio. But now it's time for this week's Eats, presenting Darleen from Eat Drink Play Brevard.com. Darleen, take it away.
Hey, everyone. So I wanted to talk a little bit about a few of the little places that I went to this week. So one of the places that I went to yesterday is we visited Macy and I, one of our previous guests.
Yes, I'm sorry.
We went out to Crafty Crane yesterday. I hadn't been there in forever. I haven't been there since COVID.
Yes.
So we sat out on the patio and had a nice little glass of wine, Macy and I, the dog.
Yay.
So pet friendly.
Yeah.
So I thought I would share that. If you guys haven't been out to Crafty Crane since she's been here in the studio, go visit her. She's near downtown Melbourne, or in downtown. I guess she's technically downtown Melbourne.
Yeah, it is downtown,
Okay.
towards the Manatee Park down there, towards the water.
Yeah. So go visit her. She's such a sweetie pie, and she'll treat you right. And if you have a pupster, you can hang out on the patio.
Good wine list, good menu.
Good wine list, good menu. If you like a little charcuterie board and some pretzel. It's a nice little afternoon. So I did that around 5 o'clock with Mace.
Yeah, you got a good view of Manatee Park.
In the river, yeah. And if you want to get a bite at the Alhambra right there, smelled that all night. So while I was sitting there, I was like,
so good.
That kind of smells good. So I did that, and I found another joint. Oh, that doesn't sound good, but I found another fun place to grab a healthy bite. FYI, so the acai, is it acai? Acai bowl, over at Indian Beach. I did not know that was over there at Surfinista Cafe.
Yes.
So found that, got a little vitamin D. That's, a little good for you, a little too much. But so my girlfriend and I went over there, and I had a bowl, and it was absolutely delicious with a bunch of fresh fruit and granola. And then they also have green tea. I used to be like diehard every single day, literally, when I lived in Orlando. It's not quite so convenient for me now, but I would get a Starbucks green tea every single solitary day. No joke. I mean, my daughter thought, I could probably go into debt in Starbucks. Yeah, totally. But it's not conveniently located for me anymore. So now it's more on occasion. But their green tea was second to none. It killed it. So it was really, really good. So I did that this week, had, the healthy bowl, and then, of course, spent some time over at Major's having some.
Did we get a picture
lunch.
of those? Of the bowl? Of
the bowl. I believe. Is the bowl up there? Did I send you that?
We're gonna look at it right now.
I think that I did.
Yeah. Let's see. That looks like the apple and chicken salad.
Yes. So I'm sharing a picture of the apple and chicken salad. Oh, and the bruschetta, because I wanted to also share. If you have a visual, a close-up bite. It's a little fuzzy on here, which is kind of interesting.
No, that's a picture. You just had the basil in focus.
Yeah, I wanted you to be able to really see the amazing bite that you get with the pita point. You get it's a perfect bite with the balsamic, the chopped up tomatoes, and then a really big piece of basil that you can get in an entire bite. It's real yum.
It looks amazing. That mozzarella. Is that what that is?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So mozzarella, big chunky tomatoes. For those who are listening, we're looking at some pictures here on our recorded behind the scenes video.
Right.
And again, if you haven't seen some of our videos, make sure you get to our Facebook page. Okay, with that out of the way.
Yeah.
But the balsamic reduction, you definitely see that generously all over the plate and so forth. No, it looks amazing.
Yeah, it was very good.
That looks very yummy.
Very enjoyable. And then there's a picture of the chicken salad that also I'm putting the dressing on. So it was a really, really wonderful little vinaigrette there. The grilled chicken was really good. Everything was seasoned on par. And then it was beautiful to top it all off.
It looks amazing.
And in all honesty, you don't always get that.
No.
You can have good food in a lot of different places, but it's not always appealing when it's presented.
And it's really important.
And that's really important. And we've talked about this. I watch a lot of Hell's Kitchen and some of those others where plating is really important. So
right.
I really enjoy good plating.
Yeah, from what I look at that picture, it's so well balanced. It's not a bed of lettuce with some grilled bites. It's like all chicken,
it's very
all
filling.
apple, and then you can see some lettuce underneath. But again, presentation is everything. Even like the little parsley around the bowl.
Yeah.
All those little things add to just the pop, and it says I care.
Right.
This isn't just like a here you go kind of enjoy the salad. It's like here. Enjoy.
Yeah.
It's a total different presentation and delivery from the kitchen. When you know a kitchen cares, things are going to taste better.
Yeah.
I mean, just knowing that there's just been care and thought.
Well, what's that saying? You eat with your eyes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So absolutely. I mean,
that's why menus. I'm sorry. That's why menus have all those beautiful pictures.
Right. But when you buy something from a beautiful picture, and then it doesn't look like that picture,
misrepresentation. Yes.
Yes. I remember I was with a girlfriend one time, like in high school. So this was some time ago, where she purchased something off of a menu. Now, mind you, this was a big boy menu.
Sure.
And she purchased a hamburger, and it came to the table, and she literally argued, this is not that burger. It doesn't look like, and I'm like going, oh lordy, because while it had the same ingredients, it was about a quarter of the size of the picture. So I definitely remember going, this is not going well.
Yeah.
But yeah,
it's tough, and I think we've all been duped, especially with the when they drop the patty and the lettuce and everything just falls together, and it's this big fluffy stacked sandwich, and then you get it like you said, it's like it's just been compressed.
It's
and,
this big versus this big. Yes.
Exactly. It's not tall and juicy and mouth-watering.
Yeah.
But there's some tricks to that video and photography. They're using glycerin, and stuff to really make the water spots kind of pop and that look like condensation. Listen. I know a couple photographers. And
absolutely.
You learn some tricks, but certainly, when the menus are that, when it's such a big disparity between what they're trying to sell to you and what you're being delivered, it kind of hurts. It's just so nice when the things that come out, they look like the picture.
Yeah.
Now, for restaurants, they may be a good thing or a bad thing. If you're selling a lot of food because of the amazing pictures, then you better present that. But it's a lot easier when it's just a text.
Right.
When it's just like black letters on white paper, like here you go, pick what you want, and you have to kind of use your imagination. So then you're just surprised at how it's presented. You don't have nothing to judge it against. But it's a caveat. If you're going to use that picture, you better make sure that kitchen puts out that picture. Yeah.
Exactly.
It's got to be represented.
Yeah.
What else happened in this week's Eats?
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think that's probably
there's a picture of the golf course. You want to?
Oh.
I know you sent me this picture, so we're gonna bring this up real quick, and I think it's just a random couple or something. Let me see.
Yeah.
As we.
I wanted to. Yeah, I sent a picture of the golf course. This was the view. This was the view from like the side view. It's a beautiful golf course. The whole back of the restaurant is glass and doors, so you can go in and out. So you can sit outside, or even if you're not sitting outside, in all honesty, you have a complete view of the golf course either way. And it's a huge area to eat. So, and it's high ceilings, it's not closed in. So you have a view of the golf course no matter really where you're at inside, absolutely. I would probably say. Right. The bar is gigantic. It's a really nice Florida bar. So, when I was looking at the menu, I really, it's lunchtime, so I don't want anything really heavy. Oh, and then I had a fish sandwich, a mahi grilled fish sandwich to go.
Right.
Which is what you didn't eat. So
right.
No judgment. But yeah, and that was really good as well.
Just means I have to go back.
That's right.
Exactly. Right. And Bloody Mary. I'm getting a Bloody Mary. I'm telling you.
Do you guys have any, because we're going to get into events now because we're closing in on the last 12 or 13 minutes. Do you have a brunch? Do you have dinner specials? Do you have lunch specials?
So we have lunch specials and dinner specials, and we actually, me and my chef just sat down this week, and we have a brunch menu that's getting ready to come out. Ooh. I'm actually just waiting for the menus to come in, and to throw it off, we have an event July 19th. Okay. And that is going to be featuring our brunch menu, the start of our brunch menu.
That is super exciting.
So I guess we're going to have to do an exclusive visit.
We have a band out on the patio, and it'll be all brunch. Brunch, mimosas, and Bloody Marys.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. I am so all about that. That's awesome. I'm a brunch girl.
Yeah, me too. Except when I have to be in the studio to produce podcasts, which Sundays are a popular day for some of my hosts. So I have to decide if I do get out there, I have to get out there early, and it's hard to do a brunch, first thing in the morning, like 9, 10 o'clock, because then, except for this week, my normally scheduled early podcast is taking a week off, so I only have an afternoon podcast at 2, so that gives me quite a bit of time to go enjoy some local brunches, and brunch, you could do it well, or you could just try. I like places that do it well. And what I mean by that, because I think a brunch should be kind of like, even though I guess buffet style is getting less and less available, but I think there should be an omelet station. There should be a cut meat station, there should be like a Bloody Mary bar. I love that. Build your own Bloody Mary kind of thing. Or build your own mimosa, or Bellini or whatever, concoction you want. but I really like those kind of designs. And some people like the Ritz-Carlton. If you've ever been to a Ritz-Carlton brunch, it's like gourmet, like everything. If you've done, if you've done a cruise, you know what that spread looks like.
Yeah.
And it's just I really like that kind of concept. But if you do a good menu, your Benedict, your chicken
we have
waffles,
lobster Benedict.
Lobster Benedict. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
So it sounds like you're going to do mostly a menu-based brunch?
Yeah, for right now, because of everything that's going on, there's so many limitations on what we are allowed and what we're not allowed to do. So we're going to do just a menu-based brunch.
Okay.
Yeah, and you're gonna have an outdoor band.
Absolutely.
That is awesome.
So this is July 19th.
July 19th.
Yes.
Is this going to be every Sunday or just the kickoff party?
That's the kickoff party. Then we'll have a brunch every Sunday, and we're still working on getting more bands on Sundays. But we have bands every single week.
So what's the live music day?
So we have live music on Wednesdays and Saturdays. It changes every week. We have a band coming in on Thursday. We have karaoke and a DJ this Saturday, which has been a really great hit. And then we have a 4th of July cookout. Everybody loves cooking out on the grill on 4th of July, so we're actually going to have a grill out on the patio, cooking hamburgers, hot dogs. We have mac and cheese, and we have a golf tournament that day. So for those of you who have like golf, there's still time to enter your team.
I did see that on your Facebook page.
Yes.
It's a 2-person scramble?
Yes.
Yeah. That looks like fun.
Yeah.
And you mentioned something about red, white, and blue drinks?
Yes, we have a red, white, and blue shot.
Whoa.
So come on down. We have $2 shots that day.
Yeah.
$2 red, white, and blue. Oh my gosh.
Nice.
Freedom shots.
So you also mentioned one thing we talked about a week or so ago is in October you have one of our favorite bands.
Yes, we have Hot Pink coming.
Hot Pink
Really?
is going to be in the house. Yeah.
When is this?
October 24th.
Oh, that's my brother's birthday.
Yeah, and
There you go.
We
Can't
actually
forget it.
did a live streaming. I don't know if some of you've watched. They did a live Facebook streaming a couple weeks ago out on the Indian River cruise boat.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
the paddle boat, yeah.
Yes, we live streamed it in our bar. We had it on all the TVs,
Oh, how
blaring, and it was crazy. We sponsored them, so during their event, they heard our names. Of course, everybody in the restaurant was going crazy. So we spoke with them, and they're so excited to come out. And with all the renovations, they can't wait.
Yeah. And then what did you serve during this? This is one of my favorite parts because I'm girly. What did you serve during the concert that was streaming live?
So we served pink margaritas, pink Cosmos.
How fun is that?
I love themes. I'm a sucker
Yeah,
for themes.
that-
I am a
what we
sucker
do.
for themes too. And nobody really does that around here very often.
Right.
Not often enough.
Not often enough.
Right.
Yeah. And if it is, it's somewhat specific, like or prohibition or something of that nature. Or I know that there's some summertime themes very specific, but not like out of the box themes. I
Right.
haven't seen a lot of that.
Everybody gets creative for Cinco de Mayo and St. Patty's Day.
Right,
And
right.
and then every other time, every other holiday, it's just like meow, meow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you could combine it with a live concert,
Yeah.
so that's really cool. So I mean, if I'm not sure what other bands' names you could make a cocktail with, but I think if you do have a band name and you could make a spin to have a cool appetizer, with that that band's name or that theme. If it's an 80s type cover band, then do like an 80s cocktail or something, just something fun.
Yeah.
We had John McDonald come on Wednesday, and they have a parrot group following. So we did
Jimmy Buffett. Parrot
just
heads.
like that. Yeah, that's exactly what it was.
Yeah.
So we did tropical drinks, for that. So we are my girls dress the theme. We play the theme. Our food is
love
the
this.
theme.
This is so much fun.
We play with. It's so much fun. I have a great group of girls, great kitchen staff. I mean, everybody's just amazing. So everybody loves it.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
And you had a comedian.
We did. We had a comedian, Duncan J.
Yes.
Okay.
Hysterical. We sold out for that show, and he's ready to come back. We have some other fun things. Dirty Bingo. I don't know if you've ever been, but it is very fun.
Well, okay, so what is
that-
Dirty Bingo?
Is that Zach?
It's for 18 and older, that's
Yes.
for sure.
So I know Tracy's Lounge has something like that, and the prizes are very adult orientated.
Yes.
Let's just put it that way.
Oh my gosh, I want to go do that.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
crazy.
I don't
fun.
even know what
It's
it is, but I'm totally in.
Oh, it's Oh, 69.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. That's a real thing.
That's
I think we need this fun stuff. We need
Yes.
fun stuff right now.
we do. We
Yeah.
need it to
South-
lighten the mood. That's
well, it
for
sounds
sure.
like South Palm Bay has been just itself revitalize, given some energy, given some, it sounds like you're offering nightlife. Do you guys do breakfast?
We don't do breakfast right now except for the Sunday brunch.
Right.
We're working on that, but as of breakfast, no.
Well, because that would be tough, and here's why. If you have a kitchen staff that comes in at 5 o'clock to prep for a 6 o'clock or 7 o'clock, menu, and then you got to do a shift change, menu change,
right?
Stop everything at 10, get ready for the lunch crowd at 11. That then you got a dead stop at 2 or 3
right.
to then reset for dinner. And then what? You have a lunch staff or dinner staff that's there closing up till 11. That gives that poor dishwasher or somebody that's gonna have to come back and do it all over again at 5 a.m. Yeah. It's kind of tough unless you have the staff that can produce it or just the demand. If there's no other breakfast space place around there, that may be, even if it's continental bagels and croissants for the golfers or something. Right. But it's got to make sense. It's got to be something that is calculated and there's a demand, and you're not just buying a bunch of bagels and having scrambled eggs available for only a couple people. But I'm just thinking, because I don't know of any other breakfast spot that's popular out there.
Right. There isn't. We did try breakfast for a short period of time, and it just seems to be that the golfers were the ones that were interested. Right. But by the time breakfast was served, they were out on the course.
Right. It was too late.
Right. So we're thinking about just doing wraps to where, my beverage cart girl can take it out there and they can purchase it right on the cart.
See, that'd be smart, like an egg McMuffin. Or, well, I guess you couldn't call it a McMuffin. But
a golf muffin?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. Ignore me. I'm going to go in the corner now.
No. I love it. But, yeah, certainly, pre-made sandwiches. I think even that is something that could be easily accomplished. But maybe, if you guys are focusing more on the nightlife, maybe having that nightlife menu, the late night menu, where you can still, people can still go and eat until midnight or whatever. How late you guys open till?
So we're open till 9 o'clock Wednesday through Sunday.
Oh, that's real early. Okay.
Well, unless we have other things going on.
I see.
If we have people in the bar, my staff is there till the last person leaves. So I mean, 10, 11 o'clock. The other night we were there till 1:45 because we had a DJ and karaoke, and we don't really stop serving dinner. If you order, you want it, my cook is gonna make it.
Oh, okay. Well, that's exciting. Yeah, 1:45. That sounds more like a late night hangout. You know? I mean, South Palm Bay.
Yeah, we're coming up, and it's funny because I see my golfers during the day, and then they come at night and to a whole new nightlife. Right. And they're like, we weren't sure at the beginning. The backlash from the neighborhood being open so late, because at 9 o'clock, it's a ghost town. Yeah. Nothing. Yeah. But they are so amused with it. They're coming out, they're bringing their wives, they're bringing their family, they're dancing the night away. And it's so fun to see totally different golfers, younger families. And it's awesome.
Yeah.
I love it.
It sounds like it would be a cool place to attract a mixed crowd. Yeah. And especially when you offer such a dynamic range, from the live music to the DJs, to the karaoke, to the comedy shows. I golf at some very nice golf clubs around Florida. Right. None of them really have that kind of program where they encourage a nightlife. It's like, well, if you're here, we'll hang out. But yeah, it's usually lights out by 10.
Yeah, no, we're trying to bring more entertainment to Palm Bay. A place everybody can go and enjoy it. Like I said, we have, Jenga, we have cornhole, we have Connect Four, so the kids can come out, the parents can have a great view and a drink, the kids play and hang out.
Yeah.
So fun. Yeah.
I'm intrigued. Oh my gosh, time has flown by on this episode. We want to thank Lindsey. We want to thank Darleen with Eat Drink Play Brevard.com. Make sure you go to Darleen's blog, because you are entering things on the daily. It's hard to keep up with all of your antics between your stories and the feeds.
Yeah, definitely on social I enter quite a bit. The blogs I would like to do more. It's just more of a time thing. But yeah, definitely please follow me on Facebook, Instagram on Eat Drink Play Brevard, and definitely check out my blogs, Space Coast Eats, as well, Space_Coast_Eats. And then also our Facebook page.
Yes.
And also we have a great announcement. So Lindsey here is with Majors, which we've just talked about, but they're also going to be our sponsor here on Space Coast Eats. So we're super excited to have them on board starting next week. So
Super excited.
It's going to be so much fun. So you're going to be hearing each week a little bit more about what they're doing. But even though you're going to be hearing about them more here on Space Coast Eats, follow their social media as well, because you don't want to miss a beat.
Yeah, no. We post daily. All our events, everything's up there. So share, follow us on Instagram also.
So make sure that you provide the correct Instagram handle.
The Instagram is Majors Golf.
Right.
And then Facebook is Majors Golf Restaurant and Bar.
Okay. Just to double check. So, yep. So definitely follow them. And I know that I've shared a lot on my social media, and their links are on all of those shares. So if you want to just double check on mine, you could click on theirs and boom, you're in. So
we're excited. Hope to see everybody come out.
Yeah. Any last tidbits, Lindsey, before we take us out? And then
come out and see us. Saturday night karaoke. All my girls will be out there. We'll be serving drinks. So come on out and mention Space Coast Eats and Eat Play Brevard.
Yeah. If they do mention Space Coast Eats, anything you want to offer them?
A free drink.
Oh.
Try our Par 3 Rita.
Par 3 Rita. Just mention Space Coast Eats.
Right.
Tell a friend.
Nice.
Lindsey, thank you so much. Darleen, anything from you?
No, everybody have a great week.
There you go. We'll see you next Thursday, guys.